The 11th Panchen Lama controversy is a dispute about the current legitimate holder of the Panchen Lama title, a political and religious leadership position in Tibet and Tibetan Buddhism. After the death of the 10th Panchen Lama, a dispute between the Chinese leadership and the exiled 14th Dalai Lama resulted in two competing candidates. The search committee process involving monks in Tibet under strict supervision of the Chinese Communist regime was disrupted when the Dalai Lama, according to the Tibetan tradition, unilaterally announced his selection of Gedhun Choekyi Nyima. The leadership in China spirited Nyima away to prevent his being taken to India by the Dalai Lama's supporters and reverted to the Qing Dynasty's golden urn process to select Gyaincain Norbu, who currently fulfills the duties of the Panchen Lama in China. Selection of the Panchen Lama. 5 years after the death of the 10th Panchen Lama, ordinarily, the 11th Panchen Lama would have already been identified. The Nichung oracle in Dharamshala had been consulted on the matter. Tibetans would not consider a candidate for the 11th incarnation legitimate unless he were identified according to Tibetan traditional means, including a search by the 10th senior staff based on dreams and omens, and formal recognition of the result by the Dalai Lama. On the other hand, the leaders of the Chinese government wanted the process to demonstrate their authority. Beijing planned to have the traditional group of monks follow traditional methods, but to identify a group of candidates, not only one, and then to use the golden urn to randomly select one of them, and to exclude the Dalai Lama from the process altogether. However, Beijing later allowed Tashil Hunpo Monastery's Chadral Rinpoche, the head of the search team, to communicate with the Dalai Lama, currently exiled and an opponent of the regime, in hopes that a mutually acceptable process and candidate could be accomplished. At the end of 1994, 25 candidates had been identified, and Chadral sent the Dalai Lama detailed information on all of them. But Chadral also read that all signs pointed to Gedhun Choekyi Nyima as the true reincarnation. In February 1995, the Dalai Lama replied to Chadral that his own divinations confirmed Gedhun Choekyi Nyima. Chadral intended to publicly mimic the process that occurred in identifying the 10th Panchen Lama in 1949. The urn would not be used. China would be first to publicly name the choice, and then the Dalai Lama would confirm it. However, in March 1995, Chinese officials insisted on drawing a name from 3 to 5 slips in the urn. On May 14, 1995, the Dalai Lama preempted the drawing by publicly announcing that Gedhun Choekyi Nyima was the 11th Panchen Lama. In November 1995, the Chinese government selected a different boy, Gyaincain Norbu, using the urn. This decision was immediately denounced by the Dalai Lama. China holds Gedhun Choekyi Nyima in a place whose location has not been divulged to the public. In May 1997, Chadral was sentenced to 6 years in prison for spiritism and betraying state secrets.